Before we start this, my Sumi protectors, I just want to say, bro, I'm going insane. This shit, this shit was a lot more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. It's currently 3:20 in the morning, and I have to wake up tomorrow to go do my taxes, like an adult. But I'm currently sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck how much money has Kazuya spent on fucking Chizuru and Rent a Girlfriend. And honestly, I think my life has peaked. But let's get into this shit, cause I'm gonna have to there's a lot of information I gotta drop here. Okay, to start off, before we get into it, so I got my information, I got the idea from the opening, the Rent a Girlfriend opening. At the end, it shows the itemized bill, blah blah blah. The itemized bill has the hourly rate, which is 5,000 yen, which is $41 USD. So, motherfucker, $41 an hour to rent a girlfriend. The choice fee, 5,000 yen, $41. That's just, you can choose which one you want. And then the cost, city limits. So if you stay in city limits, 2,000 yen. And I assume, if you go out of city, it's more like 5,000 yen, 10,000 yen. Okay, that's where I got this shit for the video. So basically, the first date, you see Kazuya hand her four 10,000 yen bills, so 40,000. And so in the itemized bill, it's, adds up to 12,000, 5 plus 5 plus 2, 12,000. And it, then it says plus tax. I went ahead and, Googled sales tax for Japan, I'm just gonna say renting girlfriend's a service, so 10%. So, the 40,000 yen he gave her, it's an anime, so you never see him, give her 44,000 or him get fucking change back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say he handed her 40,000 yen, and we'll just slap the 10% tax on there, so 44,000. So for the first date, he paid 44,000 yen, 5,000 for the choice, 2,000 for city limits, and 33,000. I guess what is left over, so I guess that would mean they spent around 6 hours and 30 minutes together. 6 hours, 36 minutes to be exact. And so yeah, 44,000 yen, convert that to USD, 361. So we spent 361 USD on the first date. Okay, second date. I just went ahead and so I had to make a lot of inferences. I can't fucking speak. That's what really drove me insane, is because I kind of just had to make a lot of assumptions. That's what really made it hard. So basically, the second date is I assumed it was shorter because the first date, it was like midday, sun was up, and then it ended at night with them holding hands. Second date, it ended at sunset, so I'm just gonna assume it's a little shorter. I'm gonna just assume it was 30,000 yen, and so 30,000 yen to USD is, oh wait, yeah, the 10% tax. So he paid 33,000 yen, so that'll be 271 USD. So he paid 271 for the second date. And then I had this marked like date 2.5 because it was free. Basically, he's in there being his dick, like he always does. His grandma comes over and she's like, hey, where's Chizuru? And he's like, oh fuck, I'll go. He goes try to get Chizuru, and then she eventually comes over, and then she's just says at the end when grandma leaves, okay, yeah, well, I'm just gonna say this is free because I can't report it to the agency. And then so this will be important later. So Kazuya pulls out some cash and he tries to give it to her. And she says that, and then the cash, this will be important later, because he just says, so we'll schedule, like a date for next week, and you won't have to come. You just schedule it, tell your agency we went somewhere, and you can just have the money, to pay you back for helping me since you didn't get to finish like your report and shit. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. But third date, it was originally only going to be 12,000 yen, because it was like they set up like every week on Wednesday they're gonna go to the hospital and see grandma. So 1 hour on Wednesday every week. So it was gonna be 12,000 yen. But then his boy showed up after they left the hospital and like, hey, we're gonna fuck your bank account up. And Kazuya and Chizuru ended up going out to like drink with them. And so Chizuru billed Kazuya an extension fee of 17,000 yen, so total of 29, and then that converts to 238 USD. And then, oh yeah, fucking over here the sales tax. So 31,000 yen, 31,900 yen, the 10% sales tax. So that'll be 262 USD for the third date. And then there's the fourth date. It's at the beach, blah blah blah. After everything on the beach goes down, mommy tried to fuck him. There's a fight, blah blah blah. He's sitting there like, okay, you got here at 12 o'clock, 2 hours. Then he says 25,000, which is good because we ain't got to infer anything. He says something about, like transit fee or something because they're like outside of city, so that's why it's so expensive, 25,000 yen. But then his boy shows up again and fucks him, just says fuck your bank account. Kibe shows up and he's like, hey, I got these tickets for you because I want you and Kazuya to fuck. I got these tickets, and I looked at the tickets, and I'm pretty sure it said 1730, which is 5:30. And he just said it's been 2 hours, 2 o'clock. So these motherfuckers had to wait another 3 hours and 30 minutes just to get on the ferry. And I just rounded it up to 4 hours extra, so 20,000 yen, because, they were on the ferry for a little bit. So that totals up to 45,000 yen, tax 49,500 yen, so 406 USD. Okay, let's fifth date. So once they get back, after like they nearly drowned, she tongue blasts him a little bit. They get back, they meet outside their apartment, and he says, this is what I was talking about. That free date, the 2.5. So when they're meeting outside the apartment after the whole beach thing, he mentions like, oh yeah, I already booked that date. I'll put the money in your mailbox, the one you don't have to go to. So I just said for this, nothing ever gets said about again. So I just said the same as the first one, 40,000 yen, so 44,000 with the tax, so 361 USD. How much he slided in her mailbox for the pay me back. Okay, then they go to the resort together, and I had to think about this one for a little bit. He goes with his grandma, and Chizuru ends up being there because the grandparents are trying to get them to fuck and have babies. But no, I don't think he had to pay for that one. I'm certain he didn't have to pay for that one. So then we move on to date 7, easy, 17,900. That with the tax is 19,690, converted 161 USD. And then date 8 would be, oh yeah, that's when his boy shows up and he's like, I got a girlfriend, here's Ruka, you want to have a double date? And then they go have the double date thing, and they go to the rock climbing place. So how I got the one for this one, it was kind of like the first two. So they got there, it was midday. And then when they left, like when Chizuru left, it was like midday sunset type shit. So I just said the 4 hour 36-minute one. So the 30,000 yen, the same I used for the second date. 30,000 yen for that date, so that'd be 33,000 yen converted to 71 USD. Okay, date 9. This one's weird as fuck. So it's just kind of like a normal date. They were at the coffee shop. They were chilling, and they left the coffee shop, and then Ruka kind of just showed up and like, no, my man, and took him to like go fucking blast his cock at a love hotel. So I just put 12,000, 1 hour, 12,000 yen. That converts to 108 USD after tax. Okay, and then after that, we got date 10. This one, we ain't got shit to go off either. The only things he says is he's looking at his phone. He said it'll take about half a day. So I just used the first one, 40,000 yen. That's almost about 7 hours. 40,000 yen after tax, blah, 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 converts to free 61.75. And then the final date of season 1 is actually the one he pays for his boy, because Ruka fucks him over and he feels bad for him. That is also 44,000 yen, 361 converted USD. That one's kind of the same too. The sun was up, like the first one. The sun was up midday, and it was completely night. The sun was down by the time Chizuru was done with the date. They were done with the date and everything. So I just used the first one, 40,000 yen. That's where I got with that one. Oh, fuck. Okay. Maybe I'll get to go to bed before 6 in the morning. So the total that Kazuya spent on Chizuru in season 1 is 2,928 USD. So yeah,